Good morning everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking about hemp versus marijuana. To briefly introduce myself, my name is Samantha Riawalia and I have recently started working as an independent affiliate for Prime My Body. I conducted a survey of 100 people around Yokohama and Tokyo. I showed them this picture and I asked them, is this a hemp leaf or a marijuana leaf? Around 70% of the people that I interviewed said that it was a marijuana leaf. Around 20% said that hemp and marijuana was basically the same plant. They did not know the difference. And only 10% knew that the picture I showed them was that of a hemp leaf. So this brings out a question: why do so many people know what marijuana is, but barely anyone knows what hemp is? Let's have a look. So let's just type cannabis into Google and let's see what pops up. Just look at the first things that would catch your eye. You immediately see the word cannabis right next to the word drug, which sort of puts a negative image in your mind already. You see marijuana mentioned. Of course, hemp is also mentioned, but right below that you have marijuana again. You scroll down a bit and again you see cannabis right next to the word drug, and there are just so many articles about marijuana. If you look here, there's learn about marijuana, there's the definition of marijuana, etc, etc. And all of this is just in the first page of Google, with hemp mentioned just maybe once or twice and marijuana mentioned so many times. So you see, even such a popular search engine such as Google does not immediately provide adequate information about hemp. People are not exposed to or educated enough about cannabis except for the marijuana aspect of it, which leads to a negative view about the plant in general, restricting the benefits that could be reaped from popularizing this plant. So let's study what cannabis is really about. Now, the plant species of cannabis is divided into three main categories. You have cannabis sativa, then you have cannabis indica, and finally you have cannabis ruderalis. Let's talk about cannabis sativa first. So as you can see in the picture, it's characterized by long slender arms spaced out from each other. Industrial hemp is derived from cannabis sativa. It is the source of phloem fibers. It has a low THC, which is tetrahydrocannabinol. I had mentioned about this in my previous video as well. And again, if you look at the lower picture, it is grown spaced out from each other and characterized by long stalks from which these fibers can be derived. Next, let's talk about cannabis indica. Again, if you look at the picture on top, it's characterized by short chubby arms that are connected to each other. It has a very high THC content. It is a source of medical marijuana and used mainly for recreational purposes. It is grown in short bushes that facilitate the abundance of flowering buds. Lastly, let's look at cannabis ruderalis. This is the species of cannabis that grows in the wild. It's characterized by 3 long upper arms and 2 small lower arms. It is the form of cannabis that grows in the wild without human influence. It is adapted to extreme climatic environments, and as you can see, it displays a rugged and shabby growth pattern with thick and sturdy stems. Of course, in recent years, we have seen the development of a variety of hybrid species of cannabis, but I will talk more about that later in my upcoming videos. And finally, let's come to the differences between hemp and marijuana specifically. The main difference that you need to remember is that hemp is grown for industrial purposes, whereas marijuana is applied mainly in the medicinal or recreational fields. Hemp is derived from Cannabis sativa, whereas marijuana is derived from Cannabis indica. Hemp has a very low THC but high CBD content, whereas marijuana has a very high THC but low CBD content. Hemp can grow in a variety of climates, whereas marijuana requires a heavily controlled environment. Hemp is non-psychoactive, whereas marijuana is psychoactive. I think this directly corresponds to the THC content of these plants. And finally, hemp is applied in clothing, robes, vehicles, dietary supplements, etc. Whereas, I repeat, marijuana is used for medical or recreational purposes. Alright everyone, thank you for watching and stay tuned for my next video, Applications of Hemp. If you enjoyed this video and you're interested in learning more about this amazing plant, then please subscribe to my channel. Alright, have a lovely day.